So today we are going to be making a video on problems with this freaking game as we are playing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ninja, what are some of the major problems?
Honestly, it's just the player base, man. People either don't know how to play their role, or they willingly fail whenever they really shouldn't. And also, it's just the lack of cooperation, the fact of communication. It's just like that's the simplest thing you can do in this game. It's just to, like, let people know what's going on. Because if we do know what's going on, we can prevent bad things from happening. Nobody really wants to do that. Nobody wants to shot call. Nobody wants to play their role and stick to playing the role. If people are just some are really bad at positioning. Like, I know positioning is it takes some time for your character, but like every character has a position they're supposed to be in. But like, literally, once you learn it, you have to play your character in that position. If you're out of position, it increases your chances of dying every time.
Yeah.
And this is basic things. It's like people just not knowing how to play Overwatch. And it's just like, how do you not know how to play Overwatch? You're 3-star bronze. If you're 3-star bronze, you should be able to fucking play
you should have like a decent grasp, if not like a mastery of the game,
but
like
yet,
by now.
I've seen silver borders that don't know what the fuck they're doing, and it's just like, how is this possible?
Yeah, people. Oh, we could tell you another one, particularly in terms of competitive. Competitive is freaking broken.
Yeah, it is. It's
beyond
broken
belief
on several
so many levels.
And it's all based around how much they're giving and awarding you with the SR. Because I found this out, but I started playing tanks more often, because you get more SRs for playing tanks, because that's the least played role in the game of Overwatch. And the reason why is because most people don't know how to fucking play a tank, because they don't understand the tank's role. But legit, you'll figure it out. From learning all the tanks, you'll figure out what a tank is supposed to do. And it's just like, dude, like, if people learn how to play tanks in this game, the game would be a lot better. I swear to God.
Yeah.
If people play tanks, the game would be so much better, because that's most of the game. 50% of what's happening in the match on your team is based around the tank. And if you can't support your tank, and if you don't know how to play tank, you're gonna have a bad time.
Exactly, because if the tank falls, then we all fall. Like, the tank is literally the head of the freaking team, and the one who leads the charge. Pun intended. Particularly when it comes to Ryan. Like, another issue. Bot teammates. Tell them the story of earlier and some of our experiences while in comp.
Oh, well, like
particularly earlier.
I have Soldier. I'm ready for my O. And Baptiste unleashes his ult, so I'm gonna
I was playing Baptiste with my ult.
We're on Hollywood point A.
And we had an Orisa supercharger too.
There's like 2.5 minutes left. And like, supercharger's down. Okay, I activate my tactical visor, and the maid puts the wall up
in front of my freaking matrix.
In front of the mirror. And it's just like, what? Like, never puts it down. Never puts it down. I'm yelling, put it down, put it down. I almost have it. I have it.
You got it? Light him up.
Yes.
No, man, put the wall down!
Put the wall down, you freaking idiot! What are you doing? Dude! What the crap was that?
Again, what kind of reaction was that?
I don't...
Watch it, Reinhardt. I could just try to get it.
We got a fucking Moira going around. Fucking no! Why did you block that?
Brilliant.
You know how much damage that combination is? Are you kidding me? I don't care, man. You fucked up.
Thanks, man.
Jesus.
Thanks for my freaking matrix and
Do you want to play here, or do you want to play like further back? Because I feel like this is a really bad spot, honestly. Because if we get flanked, we're done.
A tiny bit further back. Like, just like, don't like play like towards the door. Like, move like right about here. Like a little further back, like right here. See where I'm punching?
Yeah. Okay. The shield's further back.
There we go. Yeah.
Shield's
Mash
further
him,
back.
mash him.
Bastion, the shield's further back. Bastion, the
Move
shield's
back.
further back.
You're gonna get killed.
Bastion, the shield's further back. Hello? What are you doing? Are you a bot? You not listening? God!
Kill this mate.
Trying to.
Yeah, guys. Objective.
Yes!
Ah!
No, and I'm always getting fucked. Oh my god.
We really could
I
have
mean,
that.
you're literally retarded, though. Why the fuck do you put your shield all the way back there?
Because
we could be flanked.
Did you not listen to what we were saying? Dude, I'm sorry.
Wait,
but
are
you're
you
not
deaf or
listening.
something? Are you not listening?
God, dude.
Bro, they literally got that in 2 seconds.
Yes, because the Bastion was not listening, man.
No, it's your fault, though.
How is it my
How is
fucking
it?
fault, dude?
The Bastion wasn't listening. How is it the Orisa's
Don't
fault?
fucking blame me for that shit, dude. I'm sorry,
No,
don't fucking blame me for
you
that
should have
shit.
never tried to defend it there.
You should have never been playing support.
You're freaking
The Moira
idiot.
was doing fine.
Why are we
I don't want to hear that bullshit, dog. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
I got y'all.
He gonna kill me first. Oh, yes, you to go.
Light him up.
Trying to stay alive.
Lucille, that hit this freaking May, my god.
Fuck
Got
you,
supercharger.
Light him up. Once again.
Damn it, Bastion. I blame you.
Yeah, and I blame the Mercy.
Yeah.
The Moira was
Don't
doing just
blame the
fine.
tank that's trying to position everybody in a place that they don't die. That's what I was trying to do. Help you.
Wow.
Jesus fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, whatever. That dude is salty as fuck, dude.
Like, I legit blame the freaking Mercy. Our Moira was doing just fine, yo, honestly.
Oh, the team wipe. And this is like the main losses to match.
Yeah, I literally blame the May. I was just like, are you kidding right now?
I don't get it, man.
Like,
That
dude.
could have easily been
And
dismissed.
here's another thing. There's a button for all the people who play May. There's a button to put your wall down. Like, how do you
There's no
like
excuse for that.
how are you at a
There's no
certain level and you
excuse.
don't know that? Come on now.
I
At
don't know,
least if it's like a protective wall, put it down, put it up for like at least a second, then like immediately, like put it down. Like that's what I always do. Unless like nobody's like doing something like where I'm right in front of them, then I'll leave it up longer. But like normally I put my wall up for like a second to protect myself. Like right there. Like I just put it up for a split second.
Wait, I got some healing.
Okay, some more issues. Oh yeah, Blizzard balances the wrong freaking characters.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Buffing
huge
and
one.
nerfing the wrong heroes, particularly buffing the wrong heroes.
Like they
Sorry,
buff,
but,
like for
we
the
don't-
love of
we
God,
don't
they buff
need
Bastion.
40% lifesteal. Okay, we don't need that. That's ridiculous. That Digga does not die. Because what he's gonna do, he's gonna do the same strategy every time. What's gonna happen is that he's gonna shoot, get to like 10 health, rape the wave, get a health pack, or get healed by some healer, come back with like 50% ult charge, get the rest of your ult charge, raid the wave,
Then
hide
guess-
for like
then-
2
then-
minutes,
then guess
come
what
back,
then
when
guess what
everybody's
time it
grouped
is.
up, press triangle and team wipe the entire team. And that's
Die,
the strategy
die,
that all
die.
Reapers are using now. Because it's so easy. There's no thought to it. It's
And
the same strategy.
particularly like with the
Like-
buff, the remake of freaking Shadow Step, even though it's still kind of a stupid ability, it's not
Yeah.
that good. It's a little bit more efficient because now you can like literally Shadow Step while you're falling.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah. Another one, May. They did not need to buff May. May's even worse.
Actually, I gotta talk about that main thing, because for the past several patches, every new patch, she gets a buff sometime. And I just don't believe what I'm seeing, every new patch I'm seeing, it's like, they're buffing May again? And it's
why?
It's always something that looks insignificant. Oh, that's nothing. And then after when you actually go against it, it's super major.
It got even worse when they gave her piercing. I mean, piercing's a nice thing. You can kind of like freeze more enemies, like when you're playing her. But like when you're going against her, that is the most annoying thing ever.
And also,
I swear,
it's made bunker comps really powerful, really powerful. Because if it pierces through people, all you do is bunch up your team around the Orisa and the Bastion and the Baptiste and just freeze
I've
shit.
literally seen like, Maze freeze like 3-4 people without Blizzard using the pierce effect. It is ridiculous. I saw one of our friends do it like about a year ago. When we used grab or something.
So since last year, they've been buffing May. Since the beginning of last year, they've been buffing May in every pack. Basically.
Like now I've just been seeing a bunch of Mays too, everywhere.
People started playing May all of a sudden. People that hated May. Oh, I'm gonna play May now. Do you know why? Because she's looking good. Oh, I was OP as fuck, dude. It's unnecessary for her to be piercing and to be having her freeze rate way faster than what it used to be. That's not that.
Yeah.
It's too OP.
I was playing May before like the patches. Not nearly as much, but like back then that didn't happen. She was still a pretty good pick, particularly like in terms of stalling payloads. She was really good, but now she's just pretty much unkillable, and can pretty much single-handedly win a game. What's another one? Bastion definitely didn't need one, and the Sim. Like
I don't understand why.
No. Symmetra needed a rework, but she didn't need her turrets to be that retardedly OP. It's those turrets and the beam that is just ridiculous now.
It's the beam. It doesn't need her beam to go level 3 in 5 seconds.
That's absurd.
It's absurd. I'm sorry, but Blizzard, literally listen to me. Stop trying to make Bastion. Stop trying to make Sin.
Stop trying to make all the major cancer heroes.
Stop trying to make those characters work in the pro scene. Stop trying to make them work.
The cancer free. Stop trying to make them extremely powerful. It is ridiculous. It's not necessary. It does not need to happen.
It doesn't. They're trying to make it work in the pro scene, but that literally ruins the ladder for all the other fucking levels of comp play.
Yeah, like your everyday comp players.
Ruining it for all the tiers. And you know what? Nano boosting Symmetra accidentally is even good because her beam is so powerful, it doesn't matter. She team wipes the team anyway. So I can accidentally do it all day long and it will be a good nano. Like, it's ridiculous.
It's even worse than the old beam.
Now nanoing her is fucking like the best thing you fucking do. Oh my god.
unless you were a really good Symmetra back then, it would kind of be worthless, but now it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Like that plus Nano, plus if you add Supercharger, and then add a Mercy damage beam, that's insane damage. She could literally team wipe a whole team in an instant. Even without all the damage boosting, she could literally team wipe a team, or take out most of them. Believe me, I've done it before. When she first came out, I literally stacked like 3 turrets on top of each other into her teleporter, then I teleported behind them and pretty much just wiped out most of the team. There was only like 2 people that were left alive. It was ridiculous. I mean, it's fun. It's fun, but like, it's broken. It's broken, particularly when you go against it.
It's incredibly broken. Like before they buffed her, before they did the whole like beam buff thing, where it's just like ridiculous, like level 3. She was fine. She could be very powerful. You just have to be smart about it.
Yeah.
The thing about Symmetra is that she's a character that's created, but she created to have you're supposed to use your brain when you make plays with her. That's why her survivability it's terrible. But she has freaking teleporters on command, and she has she has turrets that slow the enemy down.
Yeah.
She's dumb.
Oh my god. It's particularly worse when you play Reinhardt. Unless you charge through like the freaking walkway or something that has the turrets, you're gonna get screwed big time as Reinhardt. Or any character for that matter. It's ridiculous. Because like if all the turrets are in the same spot, it's just stupid. Like it was not nearly that bad now looking back at it.
It's just that like the game would be easier to balance if they just balanced it around majority of the player base when they're placing. The majority of the player base are gonna place in gold. And then the second one is gonna be plat. So if you just base your game around a median kind of like rank overall, if you base the balance around that, the game would just balance itself out.
Yeah,
because
that's why
everything is in a median level.
That's why I always say like Blizzard really shouldn't listen to the pros that much because it's ridiculous.
No, balance it around the main community of rank, which is gold and plat. If you balance it around those communities, the game will balance itself out. It literally will. Like,
yeah.
How will it not? Because if you're higher skill level and you're higher skilled, better mechanical skill, better game sense, it doesn't matter where fucking Zenyatta is. Zenyatta is in a good spot, no matter where you fucking put him in the process.
Exactly.
Because he's useful for him. One thing and one thing only, two things. His transcendence, great ult, and also his discord. That's the only reason why he's used. Trust me, if he doesn't have any of those abilities and if they're not effective, he's not used. That's it. Basically, just balance the game around the mid-tier levels, which is gold and plat, and the game is balanced. Easy. But they don't do that because Blizzard wants to focus on the pro scene. It's just like, that's ridiculous. Those guys play the game at a level that nobody else in the world plays it at. And you expect you to balance the game fairly based on their judgment. Okay, that makes no sense. That makes no fucking sense.
They could literally almost beat anything. Like they're pretty much for the most part unbeatable.
They could play the worst character in the game.
Like it does not matter what they play or what they go against. They can literally take it down. Like with enough coordination.
Of silver and gold and plat players against fucking top 500, two top 500 players that are playing probably the worst heroes in the game, and they would wipe the floor with them. I've seen video footage of it. I've seen it. I've seen video footage of it. Go to YouTube, type that shit in right now. 6 golds versus 1 top 500. Watch that shit. Watch it.
Yeah,
it's funny. Ridiculous. It's hilarious. It's ridiculous how skilled these players are, and you're basing the balance around the people that are the best at the game. Okay,
they're practically, it's like they're practically prodigies of the game, so of course they're gonna be that good. But like, you can't. The majority is not like that.
It's not. The majority, the vast majority is way worse. Way worse. Like, people that are good at Overwatch, it makes you fucking jealous sometimes when you watch them. They're like, yeah, they can
it's
play
just
so
like, why can't I be that good?
But it's just like, I can't, but like, I'm not playing at that level, and I'm okay with that. But I would like to be able to get there, like, by chance, if I actually work for it, in a fair system. And the SR system isn't there.
Yeah.
Because they base the balance around it on the pro scene and the grandmasters and shit. It's like, a small percentage of people are actually there, so...
Yeah, people wonder why I'm a diamond border and I'm stuck in freaking gold and plat.
And it's just like, yeah, because
the balancing is broken. I sometimes get bot teammates or bad luck really happens just out of nowhere. That's why I'm stuck. It doesn't matter how many hours I've been playing. I just play the game a lot. I particularly like really early on when we had more teammates, I would play a lot of comp. That's why and comp gives you actual experience. So that's why I'm pretty high level. But level really doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
Because I've seen people who are lower level than me, who should really have a grasp at least even if they're lower level than me, they should at least have a grasp of the game, and they're still stupid. Or people like around my level, and they're just bots. Come on now, that should be telling you something. That level really doesn't matter.
We've played with higher ranked players that on their smurfs, they're good mechanically, but their game sense and other stuff is not very good. So a lot of times in this game, just from mechanical skill alone, no game sense required, you can just pick Genji or some really skillful like DPS character, learn them, and just decimate mechanically. No game sense whatsoever.
Exactly, and by the way, they got a
you can get
freaking
the masters.
Bastion.
I've seen it. I've fucking seen it. I know people. I play with people that are like that, and they honestly know that they're like that. They're like, yeah, I'm mechanically skilled, but
Okay, power me up with Nano. I'm right here. Sit down.
You're powered up. Get in there.
That was kind of late, but
You
I
can
would
still
take
kill. You can still
it.
make kills. You can still make kills. You can still make kills.
Dang it! Ah, I'm not close enough. I couldn't really get in there.
I got you still. I'm still healing you. Come back.
I'll just roll
I
out.
haven't really been focused on playing. I've been like ranting and shit. But
Yeah, but this is
if you guys
necessary,
see this,
like-
I actually play a lot better. I've been ranting and not paying attention. This is quick play, so I don't give a shit. But we're at the last. We could probably hold this pretty easy for 5 minutes.
Yeah, as long as
This
we
is
don't
how
let the
this map is
Bastion take
designed.
control.
Yeah.
Like, right? Beat it!
I died. Actually, I'm gonna switch to
Watch the. Oh my word! Where did that? He's behind us. Nah, but it's just really ridiculous. And then people want to call me. And then people want to call me
And
trash.
If people that are in Masters and GM want to go like, you're so bad at the game, be like, dude.
He's like, how? He's like,
like,
how are you?
like,
how are you a
just 'cause I
diamond
don't
board
play
and
your
you're
level
stuck
does
in
not
gold and
mean
black?
I'm bad at the game. That's
Because I
not
got
how it
terrible
works.
teammates.
Like,
I mean, I understand that
like-
I could do stuff differently, but like, cause like I made mistakes. Nobody's perfect, but like
everybody makes mistakes.
yo, the amount of stuff that I see.
The amount of bot play that we've seen, dude, it makes us look like grandmasters compared to them.
Exactly.
It's like,
And
how
we're
does
just your
people in
average
gold?
player.
Like,
It's like
How are people in gold?
how are you in gold? How are you how are you not in bronze? Cause your game sense and some other stuff is ridiculous.
Really
It is
bad,
so
dude.
low. It is me. Literally the first time that I picked up Sombra, like about 2 years ago, when I first got on this freaking game. That is literally what it is.
of course, of course.
Oh, dang it. Like, I really don't understand.
It's just Blizzard. They don't wanna adhere to the whole community. What they give the community is events and skins.
Yeah.
That's what they give everybody. But when it comes to comp, it's based around whatever the pro
Pros say.
top 500 players
Which
have
is
to
why
say
I'm
about
saying,
it.
like,
This is
we really
I
shouldn't be
don't
listening
give
to
a
pros
fuck
that
about what
much.
they're saying. They play this game to a degree that's unreal. Like most
Like,
people
how
don't
do you
play it
get
like
that good? Like, they're
How do you
literally
get that good?
prodigies
I
of the
don't
first
care
game
how you
game.
get that good. I'm not gonna get that good. I just want to play in my rank and climb in my time fairly. That's all I want.
And
That's
I wanna
all
have
anybody
fun.
wants that plays this game. Not to cater to a bunch of high-ranked snobs that think they're best at the game because they placed there in season 1 when they start playing the game and they never went anywhere. So, because,
Like
you know
for
what?
real,
Once you're
the
in a
game,
rank,
the
you're in a
game
rank.
was
You
really
play
a
that
different environment back then. Like in season 1, I wasn't even on the game yet. So, but I've seen like the evolution of Overwatch, and it was completely different. It was not this broken in some areas. We didn't have certain characters. Like, it is ridiculous. Oh, good hook. God dang it.
Nope, get away from me, bitch.
What's another thing that I hate?
I mean, I think we covered most of the bases. Most of the basis is honestly the balancing and the character department based around competitive. because the balancing is always based around the competitive play. It always is, no matter what you say. That's why Doomfist got nerfed to the ground, because Masters and above players were destroying the support backline because nobody knew how to deal with it. And all of a sudden, that happened in the span of a short 2 to 3 months that was happening. Very short amount of time. And Doomfist was popular along with Sombra. They were a great pick. Potentially, they would have been the best counter to Goat's comp, but they nerfed Doomfist to the ground, so they couldn't actually utilize that in a high level. Because if they didn't do that, the pros would have been picking Doomfist and Sombra and running it against Goats in the pro scene, and Goats would have just been a thing that they'd have that existed that wouldn't have been a meta thing. It would have been just a team comp that people wanted to play. Like how people choose to play Bunker or they choose to play Dives. But no, it's a mandatory thing now because they nerfed Doomfist to the ground. And that's what I'm saying with the balance issue. It's based around higher tiers. And this is
it's like you have to play.
Most of the game sets.
It's like you have to play certain characters in order to like literally counter. Like you're it's not an option. It's not a choice. You're forced. Pretty much.
Yep, and that's what a meta is. It's forced. It's forced this. It's forced that. Regardless of whether it's 2-2-2 or not, because 2-2-2 is fucking dead. Even though it shouldn't be, it should be the balanced way to play the game, and it kind of is in my elo. It kind of is, but people decide that it's not, and they don't want to play 2-2-2. They would rather try to play 4 DPS, 1 healer, and 1 tank, or 4 DPS, 2 healers, no tank, or 2 tanks and like 3 DPS and 1 healer. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, how is that viable? And that's what people think that's viable in this game. They don't know what's viable because the game isn't balanced. And that's what I think. Like, yeah, it's fucking stupid. There we go. And that's all the problems I have with fucking Overwatch. It's not balanced, and the devs know how to balance the game, and they refuse to balance it because they want to focus on the fucking pros. Who gives a fuck? That's 1% of the fucking game. 1%.
Literally 1%.
Literally 1% of the gaming community of this game, of the Overwatch community. And they're basing off of that. It's almost like a society. It's just how society is. It's like everything's based off the 1% of the people that have all the fucking money in the world. Yep. And everybody else can go fuck off. That's how it works.
It's like not based off of the majority. It's not based off of the majority. It's broken.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Because all the rich people, the people that are rich in SR, are the ones that are, oh man, it's all catered around me. I'm rich. This is like, that's dumb, dude. That's fucking stupid. What about all the median players, the middle class, the
What
middle
about
ground?
the average? What about your average Joe Schmo out there? Come on.
The average Joe, the majority of the community, we're shit. We don't matter. That's what Blizzard's basically saying to me. Sorry, but that's what it says. That's what they're saying.
It's freaking ridiculous.
It's stupid, and that's my problems with That's my problems with Overwatch. It's all fucking broken, and they refuse to fix it.
And Blizzard, yet the community wonder why this game is kind of dying in some ways.
Yeah. Why people are leaving and not wanting to play.
Yeah. Like a lot of our friends have left. Either that or they've gone to PC.
Yep.
Because like there's less Smurfs, less a lot of stuff.
That's that, and they don't have to deal with all the bullshit of console Overwatch. They can just go and we'll play their PC Overwatch, work on it, be in their level, and not have to bitch that much about it. I've noticed that like even our friends, we had a good friend of it. He became a streamer. He's like in our elo, but he plays Sombra a lot, and he streams a lot, and he. Honestly, I don't see him complain as much anymore because he's used to the game. He's comfortable in his elo now. He's not trying to chase to be in some higher elo.
Because he used to be really pissed off in terms of like the elo back then when we used to really play with him.
Yeah, man, switching to PC really helped him. He enjoys a lot more. He's never gonna come back, and like I understand. Like,
I don't blame him.
The game is made for PC, so the experience it probably is better. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like
yeah, like you don't have to you don't really have to worry about Smurf players because like you actually have to. I think you have to pay for a Battle.net account. Or whatever.
Yeah,
whereas on,
I mean, the smurfing is always going to be some kind of a problem, but it's not that big of an issue.
But it's not as bad on PC.
And like console, it's literally I'm going to quick play, and we got a 6-stack of GM top 500s, and we're playing against gold and platinum players. What kind of sense does that make? And that will keep going on because the matchmaking is messed up. So you go again on the next round, it's gonna be them again. On the next round, it's gonna be them again.
Either that, like if it's not GMs, we just end up against a 6-stack. Like, and it's like, because I think I've had games where I've literally been solo queuing, I ended up against a freaking 6-stack. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense.
0 cents. Like what happened right there?
Matchmaking is broken. Comp is unbalanced along with the hero balance. It needs to be fixed. And like, I heard people talk about this 2-2-2 thing, and I'm just like, I'm a believer in it. I believe if they actually were to implement it correctly for the game, it would balance the game, and that's all I fucking care about.
Personally, I think in terms of that, I think there should be some sort of flexibility. Like
no, I believe that's what they're working on. I believe they should have.
No, but by flexibility, I mean in the sense of like, you're able to like choose like how many supports you want on your team, how many DPS or whatever you want on your team, stuff like that.
I don't think it should be like that. I think it should be 2 or 3 different comp modes. It's ranked mode. Okay, they have ranked mode where it's just solo queue. That's bare bones. Then they got ranked mode where it's roll rock. And then they got another rank mode, which is a mixture of the two, or something completely different. If they have rank mode and they split it into 3 different factions of the mode, we can play it in 3 different ways, and give people options of how they want to play rank. I think that would be a lot better because if they're not going to balance the game in a 2-2-2 format, at least give people the option to play rank in a different way. Nobody wants to solo queue and have to deal with terrible teammates. People have the option to be able to roll rock.
Have to deal with 3 freaking DPS constantly for some reason.
Yeah,
and nobody wants to pick support. I could be in a solo queue game. I pick support, right? Then nobody wants to freaking help me out. I'm like spamming like, yo, I need healing. That clearly means that we need another support. And it also, and the thing is, it also says that we only have 1 healer on the freaking select screen. So there's no excuse. Can you not read or something? How do you not see that there? No, but people want to be stubborn, and then they wonder like how they lose. Like, come on now. Like, this is sometimes why I kind of hate being a flex player, because I play pretty much every single role.
Yeah, I can
Both
play
of us
every
do.
role.
Like, that happens over time.
I specifically learned every tank for that reason. I learned every single tank, because I realized when I play tank, I actually have a lot more control over the match than I think. And if I'm not doing my part right, I'm like 50% responsible. I feel so. So like, tank, man, go tank. If you want control of your match, just play a fucking tank. They will control you because you can lead.
Again, they're in charge. Yeah, but not all the time. They're in charge of the front, but not all the time.
If you're playing Reinhardt, yes, you can charge. You can lead your freaking team. You can direct them in the right direction, and that's what you want to do with it. You want to direct your team in the right direction.
Yeah, but
if you can't shot call or do any of that shit, and if they're not listening to you, that's their problem. But you've strictly done your role.
At least you've done your role.
The responsibility of the win and loss, it's not on you anymore. It's literally on them because you've done your role. Shot call, protect your team, create space. That is what a tank does. And then after, do additional damage to help your support and your DPS make kill. That's a tank. Easy. Like, do that and you're successful. If the people don't want to follow suit and they fuck up, it's their problem. That's literally it though. I learned all the roles of the tank. Just play tank. But you can literally do that with support too. If you learn every single support, you're better off than learning 1 or 2 or 3 DPS. Way better off.
Because support sustain the team, and the tanks literally lead the freaking charge. Create space.
Give protection for everybody else in your team that they can do their job. So they're extremely vital. Like, but nobody knows how to play them, or nobody wants to play them, and it's really sad. Overwatch would have been a better game if people actually wanted to play these tank roles, but nobody wants to.
And speaking of that, another thing, why do we only have like, literally have only gained like one new tank? Like since a reset, we've literally only gained one new tank, and that's Hamster.
Yeah, we've had more support heroes.
We've had a lot of supports, which is nice. But like,
yeah,
yo, we need more tanks.
We need a more
dynamic. More variety of tanks.
We need a more barrier tank that's more dynamic than Reinhardt and Arista.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
Because someone's like a few.
That's more to do, something different for the game that makes it better. Like,
yeah, because sometimes it could be very slow, and it could be a pain and a freaking nightmare to play Reinhardt. I started maining Reinhardt like 2 seasons ago, and dear God.
Yeah.
Particularly with all the CC in the game, oh my lord. It's ridiculous.
Like so bad.
Because like I can't put up my shield.
They want to rework Reinhardt. They're all 3 reworks right now. They're done with doing reworks apparently. There are no planned reworks for any heroes. Even though there were like 3 I could think off the top of my head that need rework automatically, like off the bat.
Yeah, like Reinhardt needs some sort of CC resistance.
Make Bastion work in the sense of how Overwatch is. In the spirit of Overwatch, Bastion is a bad character because he does not represent the spirit of Overwatch at all.
Yeah.
He needs to be reworked.
He doesn't need to be made more powerful. For the love of God. He needs to be made viable, but do not make him just broken.
Don't make him OP, that's it.
Don't make him even more broken than he already is.
He's a glass cannon,
because he literally has no damage fall off as well. On top of it, what the heck? I clicked triangle. Okay, that was weird.
I guess.
But yeah, it's freaking ridiculous.
Yeah. Let's go there and go call my shit.
Like they reworked several heroes, and they don't want to rework certain heroes.
Heroes that are just terrible.
That really need it.
You know why? You know why they want to do that? Because Blizzard are a bunch of pride assholes. They're prideful assholes that were like, oh, Bastion was one of the first concepts they had for the game. And Torbjorn was one of the first concepts they had for the game. So they're like really like, we want to make the turret thing work in the game, but it literally doesn't work. It doesn't work. It works at one point of the game, and then it doesn't work any other aspects of the game. It's broken. It doesn't work. Take it out of the game or fix it. And they refuse to fix it because they make more money focusing on other things. So they're not going to fix Bastion. They're not going to fix Reinhardt. They're not going to fix any of these heroes. They'd rather
honestly, what they should have done since they originally had Symmetra in the support category, they really should have just went with the freaking healing turrets, because this is ridiculous now. Well, speaking of that, what would you have done to fix certain heroes? Like, I can tell you what I would have done to fix Symmetra. Okay, I would have taken away her old teleporter because that was broken. It was balanced but kind of broken. I have literally lost games because of that stupid teleporter in the past. Like, literally teleport you from spawn, and unless you can find it, yeah. I would leave the shield generator. Just take away some of the health, but I will leave the shield generator. If possible, I probably would have left the wall, because the wall is kind of effective. It's a little more effective. Teleporter, I would keep like it is now. The turrets, I would have just made them easy to destroy again. Cause I'm tired of those freaking turrets, honestly. Or give them a health pool so we know like how much it is. Cause those things don't have like, they have a health pool, but they don't actually like have a health bar. Yeah. What would you have done? It's part 2 now. In terms of like
the recap. You gotta have to recap me. I was gone for a second.
let's start with Symmetra. What would you have kept from like her older?
That photon barrier.
Yeah, because
reworked
that's
it to
actually a
make it more
pretty
functional.
effective ult.
It was a really cool, unique. It was a very unique ability in the game at the time.
Wait,
And the fact of the matter is,
are
they
you
took it out.
talking? Hold on. Are you talking about the original photon barrier, or are you talking about like the freaking wall?
The original photon barrier, the one, no, this whenever she was redone the second time, where it moves with you.
Oh, you talking about like the ones that look like
an
Zarya
eyeball?
bubbles, right?
No, the one that looked like an eyeball. The ones were the actual barrier that moved with you. Like in
Yeah,
the second
the
version
ones
of
that
her-
look like a Zarya barrier, basically. I think that was like, we weren't around during that time, but I think that was like her.
No,
her
not
thing.
that. I'm talking about the second one, the one that moved, that looked like an eyeball. It was shaped
Oh,
like an oval.
you talking about the one?
Yeah.
You talking about the one where you actually like had to set it up and then like just
Yeah.
put it in a certain place? They pretty much
No,
never,
I'm
back
talking-
then. They pretty much would
I'm
never
talking
find that
about
thing.
It was a forward-moving shield, man. Like before she was changed, her photon barrier was an ability that was like an oval shield that you set off and it moved and it blocked damage. It moved very slowly forward.
Oh,
so what people would
now
do
I
is
remember.
you use it,
Now I know what you're talking
and
about.
you'd have
You
her
talking
auto
about her
lock, you'd
personal
move it forward,
shields.
so you'd have protection and you'd have your auto beam.
Yeah,
and you'd
I would
melt
keep
the
that one
target
too.
in front of you. Yes, it was fun for little strategies like that. I like that ability.
And you can
That
literally
was
block a
unique.
Diva Nuke with that. I remember people used to do that, because I used to do
You
that.
could.
a
I
couple
used to
times.
do that shit. And it was hilarious. That was like, yeah.
I was like, oh, it's a block a Diva Nuke. Okay, I didn't say
But
it.
I thought her kit had potential. All they had to do is rework that ability, rework her ultimate, and rework her beam a little bit, and it would have been great. She would have been great. No,
Really?
they completely changed Symmetra's. They completely changed Symmetra's whole entire kit. Completely.
Yeah, so
She
now
was a
she's
different hero.
So now she's
As
even
soon as
more
she was
broken than before.
Yeah.
Like-
and people think
like
she's
now-
better now, and I'm just like, I just miss the ultimate. I miss
Like,
the ultimate.
honestly,
She
back
was-
then-
she was a true non-healer support character that provided area denial for you and provided protection for you. So yeah, she actually was a different support character, but it was a support hero you'd have to play with two healers,
No.
and that was totally viable and doable as long as you used her as a secondary damage. And like, I don't understand why people didn't like that idea, because when I was doing that shit, I was having a blast at Symmetra, dude.
Yeah, I'm not
But
gonna
now-
lie. Back then it used to be kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
It was fun, dude. It was fun having Symmetra in the team comps. As long as you did it in the way I just described.
And you had to
supports-
think. And you had to think a bit more back then.
Yeah, you had to think a lot more, because you had to come up with strategies and when to use your teleporter, when to use your barrier, how to like use your turrets and where you place them. It was a whole fucking thing. And like now, there's no strategy involved in playing Symmetra. All you gotta do is stand there,
Barely.
shield, and fucking hold L2, and then after you on the team fight before they get there and survive an ult, a giant dynamic ult from the enemy team, all you had to do is put your wall down and you're good. That's it. Like,
Pretty much.
and it's just like, well, cool. I guess Symmetra is not a cool character to play anymore. Cause I tried to get into the rework and it was cool for the first beginning of it, and then I
Yeah.
got really out of it because like it's just her survivability went down actually. Her
Yeah, particularly once they
survivability
took
went
down the
down.
personal shields.
Yeah.
Like now it's just
Which is
limited to
dumb
an
as fuck.
ultimate.
Yep.
Okay. Torbjorn. I would probably just leave him the way he is. But like,
He's
I
actually
wouldn't.
fine
I
right now.
would.
actually don't mind Torbjorn.
I don't mind him
I
as
think
much.
that I
but
think he's he's a bit more balanced than he was before. As one complaint is that I think his molten core, the duration of it is a little too long. It's
Yeah.
a little bit too long for what it's supposed to be used for.
And it's too
It's
powerful.
like
That
it's a
because
little
the
bit too
burn
OP,
damage
yeah.
is ridiculous.
burn damage, it's supposed to be used to nullify shield heavy armored comps, but since there's been an armor nerf, there was an armor nerf in the game already, so it's already ridiculous. It's way more ridiculous than
Yeah.
it was before. So like, Yeah.
So in terms of
Pretty much
Torb,
dial that back just a bit, and Torbjorn would be alright.
Yeah.
Because Torbjorn by himself is pretty powerful in the right comp.
thank
not
God they
supposed
got
to be
rid of the
played-
level 3 turrets because those just
Oh
be
yeah, I'm glad.
ridiculous.
He's not supposed to be played every time. He's supposed to be used mostly on defense. He's not supposed to be used as an attack character, and I feel like that's fine. I feel like the design of Torbjorn was fine. Like,
Yeah.
he's supposed to be used on defense. That's it. Like, just
The
like
old-
Bastion, like... Yeah,
The old defense
agree.
and offense categories back then.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Now that it's gone, it's just there's a whole like a line of like obscurity that people don't know how to differentiate when to pick characters anymore. They just
Yeah.
pick whatever.
Because back then people used to be thinking like, oh, defense on defense. Oh, offense on
yeah,
offense.
they're defensive characters for a reason though. And like yeah, Torbjorn is a defensive character for a reason. You know, Bastion was a defensive character for a reason. And like the one they had, the defense category was just messed up in the first place. Hanzo and Widowmaker didn't need to be in it in the first place.
Yeah.
So they got it mixed up.
Because they have more somewhat offensive capabilities compared to like say Torb and Bastion. Torb, Bastion, and Sim.
Yep. But they could honestly redo the attack defense thing again if they wanted to, but they're not going to because it's just way easier just to put damage and to be like, oh, we'll figure out what's viable on attack and defense.
Oh, okay.
So that's what happened.
Yeah. Mercy. Oh God. They did Mercy dirty.
They did Mercy really dirty because, like, okay, the first few nerfs were justifiable. The first few nerfs were justifiable.
Because the original 5-man res was kind of broken. Okay.
It was broken as fuck. Yeah. Too game changing. Too much power in one hero.
But then they just made her a freaking guinea pig of experiments.
A giant guinea pig, dude.
It is ridiculous.
And it's just like they made every other support hero better than Mercy. And it's just like, I don't think that's how it's
I'm
supposed
kind
to
of
go.
glad they did that so that people could like, so that Mercy's now like a
play other
require
heroes, but
pick.
like now it's just now I think about it, it was really damaging to Mercy players. Like it didn't help them at all. Like if you wanted to really make Mercy players better or more useful, then you wouldn't have like nerfed her to the ground, made every other hero better, including Brigitte, and like yeah, people were picking the worst healing comps over picking Mercy. The worst healing comps because they didn't want to play Mercy because Mercy was so bad. But now they made her a little bit better. She's not like totally trash pick. She's in a good spot, but like they nerfed her to the ground in order to do that. It's just like,
Yeah.
why go through all that damaging to your best hero at the time, make them the worst hero, and then make him balance in the fact of the matter. I don't even know how I got played the game anymore. And the whole thing is fucked. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Like, it's just too much. Like, it's just too much to go over. I can go on for days about what Blizzard does and all this shit. All the choices are not very good. They're just, they're really
Blizzard.
bad.
Okay,
They're based around
Blizzard's a good company in the sense of like the games they make, but bad in terms of balancing, big time. Like
Just
they
terrible, dude.
They do not know how to balance games. They do not know how to do certain things.
And it's all because they put too much emphasis in catering to the competitive scene. And I understand you want to make it work, but I don't give a fuck about competitive scene.
Like,
most players that are playing the game casually. They're not playing in the competitive scene. They're playing competitive modes, but they're not playing pro league. They're not playing. We're not playing. Competitive scenes. There's been prize money for this. And we're in a league. We're not playing. Most of the players are not doing that shit. They're just playing casually. So you got to cater to those main casual players, or your game is gonna die. This game will not last a decade. Like Blizzard plans, this game is supposed to last a decade. But
like
it's
at
not
the
gonna
state
last
it
a
is
decade,
now,
dude.
unless Blizzard
not gonna
brings out
last a
some
decade.
huge changes to make it better, I hate to say, but it's not really gonna last, yo.
Year 5 will be the death of this game. Year 5 will be the death of the game. It will die. Like, nobody will play it. Literally what happened, World of Warcraft shit will happen to it. It loses like more than half its fan base is gonna leave because it sucks, and then after they're gonna have to do an overhaul of the game, which is gonna take off months of people playing the game. It's not gonna be available to play online, which is an online only game, so yeah, it's gonna damage the whole entire community. They're gonna come back, overhaul it. Hopefully people will hop back on the game and start playing it again.
Honestly,
and it'll make it better.
That's another thing I kind of hate about this game. It's online only. It's online only. So because it's online only, I always have to deal with freaking lag. I always have to deal with being freaking disconnected. When I want to get my freaking fix of Overwatch, I can't play it. At least not efficiently. Because Ninja knows that while I'm at school, I can't normally freaking connect to the freaking game.
At this point,
Paladins, a free game, has better connectivity than Overwatch. It is ridiculous.
They can make the AI better. They can make other modes they can play when they're not. Then it's not PvP. They can make a campaign. They can make a story. They can make a whole bunch of shit. But
people have been asking for Overwatch to have a freaking campaign for years now. Because this game, like with its characters and whatever, it deserves a freaking campaign.
It deserves one, dude. People want to know what's going on in Overwatch. People want to know why they're doing what the fuck they're doing.
Exactly.
People don't know why they're doing what they're doing. They don't know. They don't know.
Like, we do have a story mode, but the thing is, it's only a freaking event, which comes once a year.
Yeah. Honestly, they can make a fucking event story mode where it's just like, okay, well, we're gonna play through all the maps, and it's gonna be, we have to use a selection of these characters only to create comp. That's how it would work, and I think it would be ridiculously fun because you'd be limited on what you could play, but yeah, you'd have to figure out how to make it work in that team comp with your limited amount of characters you have to use. I feel like they can make a story mode and easily make it successful and make it like that, and it would be fun. You can make like, it's just, how have they not done this yet? How? Like,
you know what I think will also give Overwatch new life? A map creator. A map creator,
but yeah, I feel like
that would be perfect.
But how like Stylosa kind of explained it is just like it's a whole pride thing for the map makers. Like they don't want to do it because it's a whole pride fucking thing. If you have the map changer and you're able to change all the maps and shit, people would pick the worst maps in the game and redesign them completely,
or completely make your own. No. I mean from the ground up. No, I mean from the ground up. I mean, not like an already established map. I mean like completely from the ground up, a map creator. Like you can make your own maps completely. That's what I mean.
But the problem with that is they need a lot of power. It has to be a powerful system because the map creators for this. They're not using a PS4 freaking processor and CPU to do it. They're using high-powered equipment to make these maps. And transferring that kind of power into the power of the players, it's a hard task. I understand why they haven't done it yet. The workshop is the first step to doing it, and I feel like a map creator is very close in the line of what Blizzard wants to do. But the map creator is gonna take some time, dude. It's very powerful. Look at these maps; they're so designed. There's so much.
Yeah, they're very detailed and whatever else.
Imagine a map creator, how in depth that would be. You'd have to make it intuitive enough so even the greatest average Joe like me and you that don't have any design or programming experience be able to do that. So yeah, your map creator, I understand why you're frustrated not having it, but it's a project that's literally going to take a long time for the devs to even provide for average Joes like me and you to be able to do.
Yeah, I mean,
whenever that comes to mind, it would be cool to have a map creator because I'm going to make my own damn map I'm gonna
Heck
spend
yeah, I
like
would, I would
literally,
be spending like a pretty much a whole day creating a whole map.
it would take you. That's the thing. It would
There-
take you longer to
Like,
make these maps.
like honestly,
How does
if I can
it
make
would
my
take
own
you
map,
longer than
there will
a day
be like
to design
a,
a map, dude.
there will be like
you
a,
a week to design a good map. A week
yeah.
to design a good map.
If I had a map, if I had a map creator, well, I would create a 6v6 team deathmatch. That'd be like the first thing. Then it would break into it would be something different. Then it will break into a payload map, basically, or a capture point. Then to a payload map, something like that, something different. Cause I pretty much been seeing just control points and friggin' assault maps, and whatever else. That's pretty much all I've been seeing. Like I want something different. Like you like incorporate some of the old game mode, not old game modes, some of the other game modes into the normal play. Like give us a 6v6 team deathmatch into a payload map or something. Oh, you gotta go.
Yeah, like I agree on that, but I gotta go. I'm gonna come back next time for them explain all this Reddit shit. But like that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I should be back on in like a few hours though.
Alright.
Then we can go back to streaming. But you
Yeah.
take it easy.
Alright. Well, this will end the thing then. See y'all later.
We'll end it.
We'll end it here, but we
Bye-bye.
might come back later. Alright, see y'all later.
Oh yeah. Take it easy.
Take it easy.